like, if you took 1 year to make a YouTube channel like I have, that you could wind up really having a platform where you could learn how to make money. And what if I was able to share with you, because my channel is called Think Your Way to a Million. Yes, Think Your Way to a Million. If I was able to provide you a blueprint to help you connect your idea, spark an idea with real math on how you could literally wind up creating $1 million online. Or what if maybe it's not exactly 1 million that you want, but you want to be able to create a job for yourself online, but you don't know where to start? Well, I'm really excited to share with you and want to thank those of you that have been following me. And if you're new to me today, just drop a hello down in the comments. And it was 12 months ago on October 26th of 2024 that I was so inspired by some other people that I saw that they were really successful. I'm successful, but they were doing something a bit different. And it happened to be that they found a way to help other businesses be able to, like, stay open, say maybe market themselves, get more reviews, and in doing so, these very successful guys that I saw 12 months ago, what they were doing that I wasn't doing was I hadn't put in the time to create my YouTube channel. So here we are. So have you ever had a moment where you're like, wow, I want to do what they are doing? Well, that's what happened to me. And I decided I was going to do YouTube to share different business ideas, because I've been in the workspace a really long time. I automated, of all things, my salon in 2001. And I wasn't really looking at that time in the creative space to become some kind of tech head. But as the journey has been going on for 24 years, and I've been self-employed since 1999, I'm really, really appreciative of being able to share with you a few things. I haven't been done a go live in a little while, so thank you for joining me right now. And that is, if you have any questions about what it takes to have a business, how to stay open for decades, I've been at it a really, really long time. Now, if you want to sign up, if you want to get in on, it's not a scam. There's no such thing, first of all. Even with my channel that says Think Your Way to a Million, there's not a fast way to get rich. But just like going to the gym, if you put in the reps, or like if you build your own YouTube channel, if you do content on a regular basis, all of that effort winds up compounding. So I'm really excited today because I heard something that gave me another spark for my next 12 months. And that is just that. I had somebody else say in a class that I was attending today that there really isn't there isn't a way to get rich quick. Now, if you follow some of my stuff, or if it's your first time, please let me know where you're watching from, because I'd really like to know. I can tell you that through my professional successes, there's been a lot of mistakes, and nothing is perfect, okay? Nothing's perfect. But one thing one thing that I can share with you that I've shared in my previous go lives is this. I want to have some real conversations around, say, the topic of money, because money can be uncomfortable. Money can be fun. The lack of it can cause, hardship. And I know this because many years ago when I was growing up, I was young, and before I left my house, we were poor. Then I got out, and then I had to find my way. And how many of you have been in a point in your life where somebody has said, "Oh, India, hey, hi, nice to meet you." All of us probably, I would say, have been asked, what do you want to be when you grow up, right? And then it's like, well, what are you going to do when you grow up? And I have a daughter now, she's 24. And when I was raising her, I said, I'm not going to tell you what to be when you grow up. I'm not going to tell you what to do when you grow up, other than find something that makes you happy. Because if we all do have to work, we're all going to be at it for a really long time. So now I'm really happy. I want to say thank you so very much, because my YouTube channel, as of October 26, 2025, was a year old. It's a year old, and I couldn't have done this without, I couldn't have done it without you. So, so I want to talk about that for a moment, and that is this. All of you that are watching right now, I want to say thank you, because I interrupted your scroll, right? And what I want to do for you is also to inspire you to take your personal YouTube channels, and if you would, join my email list, because I am going to be putting together a blueprint that's realistic to match what it says, think your way to a million, right? But I'm going to do some real math with some real tools, plus the internet that you have access to right now. You have access to your YouTube. It's no bull crap. And with some effort, there's going to be somebody, one of you, maybe all of you, that are going to be like, yeah, I want to do that. Because I got to tell you, when you find somebody that lights you up, that just, something makes sense, it can change your life. So for example, I was over a friend's house like 7 years ago, and actually I've got another book, and I'm gonna, this is another new friend of mine. I'll show you this book in a minute. So I was at my friend's house, and she's like, oh my God, we started reading this book. And I was like, what is it? And so it happened to be called The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. And it was about paying off all your bills and becoming debt free. And I got to tell you, I'm human just like you're human. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. There's got to be a catch. Yeah, you know what the catch was about becoming debt free? The effort. The effort. It was really real. It took us 7 years in our family, but we did the thing and we paid the stuff off. So I've had people ask me before, have Anne-Marie, and you've been on my YouTube channel, and if you're watching again, thank you. Have you made $1 million? And I'm going to tell you, yes, I have. And it feels good. But what feels better is me right now in this moment, on whatever date it is, November something, of my aha from going to listening to the class earlier. And it wasn't a class about making money so much. It was what the guy had said, is that you can find something, say online, to promote or sell, okay? And you might not even sign up on my emailing list today. This might be the idea that helps you after you're done watching this. That doesn't have to be over the top expensive. But if you show up, and you show up on your socials, and you use your YouTube to share you, because each one of us, we are unique, okay? And I want to cut through the bull crap that I see out there of and if you please catch my last, if you watch my last short, you'll see me outside my husband's auto repair garage and me outside of my hair salon, of all things. We own businesses. We are part of our community. I'm still working, so I'm not one of these gurus slinging stuff to manipulate you, to have you spend lots of money with me so that you can learn some secret sauce. All right. So the idea that I'm going to get, all I need is your email address, and for you to just trust me with your email address, I am going to put together a blueprint. It's up to you to follow the blueprint. Doesn't cost you anything but your time, your email address, and have you take a look and go, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Because when my other friend shared the book, The Total Money Makeover, that's all that happened that day in her living room. I looked at the front of the book and it said, if you're looking to look for financial advice, this is not for you. If you're looking to get rich for quick, this is not for you. And I'm going to say the same thing. If you're one of my followers, if you are looking to get rich quick, you know what? Don't do it slowly. Be smart with your money. And somebody's saying FTF. What the F? Yeah, it's wonderful, terrific, and fantastic. All right. So, here's the thing. When I share with, like, what's the whole premise of think your way to a million? What I found that since automating my salon 24 years ago and then learning a lot about technology way before it was cool is that, like, right now where we're at doesn't matter where you are on the planet, what state you live in, what country you live in. AI is trending. It's trending hard, like really, really hard. So if you follow me, I will show you, like, even if you look at some of my videos, you can look at like a couple of the long ones, what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm using, so that, you know what, it creates a job. Like, if you're going to worry about that AI is going to take your job, or hearts out to you if AI has taken your job, what I want to do is be able to connect people's ideas, right? Because I bet you any money, I have never met you before, but I bet there's some kind of hobby, interest, or knowledge that you have. And when you know something a little bit more than somebody else, and if you were to drop down in the comments, like, what's one of your hobbies? Well, if you could start a business today, or you could start a business tomorrow, what would that be? What would that look like to you? And if you want to be self-employed, why? Because I've been self-employed since 1999, and it had nothing to do with that I had enough money to go do it. It had everything to do with I couldn't stand working for my boss anymore. And then I started my career when social media didn't even exist. So now, my husband and I have been together over 30 years. He owns an auto repair garage. I have my marketing agency, and I have my YouTube channel. And I started to get paid on Facebook a little bit. Man, they don't pay much. But it's not the money. It's being able to hope and to really hope. The reason why I do my YouTube is to help make an impact, inspire, share ideas. And then if you are lacking the know-how, if you don't know how to be able to connect your idea to be online, like say you don't know how to build a website, because I'm not assuming that you do, okay? Just because we have these phones now, right? And you're watching me on one, doesn't mean that, like, you're making money with your device, and you could be, and that's what I want for you. Because why I like the freedom of having taken it took us 7 years to pay off everything, which either is a long time or it's a short time. But we did it. We did it. So that book was real. Now I have another book that I started reading. I'm going to show it to you. And the story goes like this. 2 weeks ago, I was at my software conference. I got stuck at the airport for 6.5 hours, and I couldn't fly home. So instead of getting mad, what I had done was I went back to the hotel room to go back to where we had the software conference, but it was over. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to work on my YouTube because I like hanging out with you guys and gals, right? Well, if I hadn't gotten stuck at the airport, then I would have never come across this book. All right. So this is a new friend of mine. He is phenomenal. And what's really nice about this book was meeting him. He had shared with me. All right. So I'm going to go back here. There you go. So Gabriel here had shared with me when we met that he was pretty much kind of an introvert, which really amazed me because this book is really, really good, And so I was just like, wow. So I got to meet him. So here's another idea that somebody took the time to share some of their thoughts, and the guy's an author. So what I want you to do with your YouTube from this point out, from seeing this today, okay, is I want you to, I'd love to see you go live. Go live. And if you are the least bit uncomfortable because you're worried, like, oh, somebody's not going to like you, or somebody's going to put some funny comments down below, don't worry about it. Just keep going. Just keep going. Because there's somebody out there for everybody when it comes to if you have a message, or you want to inspire, or you want to become a leader, or you feel like you want to lead, or you feel like you have something to say. Because you know what's great? If somebody doesn't like what you have to say, they don't have to watch. They can keep scrolling. But what I have to say is I just really, truly want to say thank you for the last, like, 365 plus days, because when I set out to do a YouTube channel a year ago, I went home, I told my husband, I'm going to do YouTube full time. Okay? I'm not 20, but you know what? It's been amazing. I thought I was making my YouTube for these reasons. I knew there was a way to make money online. I've already made money in my life, but I just wanted to try to do the YouTube as a professional hobby, but treat it like a full-time job. And so in doing so, I found a topic that I like, which is my topic that I love to do. Doesn't necessarily have to do with automation or technology. The core subject, if we were having coffee together right now, is the how-to. When somebody can show you the how-to, like how to get started, wouldn't you agree that when somebody can show you how to do something, doesn't that feel good? When's the last time you went out to eat or coffee or something, or had a chat with, said, hey, you know what? How can I do this? And I bet you at some point in your lifetime, you were able to say, oh, let me show you how. So if you start a how-to channel that's wrapped around what you like to do, that you know how to do, there you go. That's where it starts. And it can just keep going. Because about a month ago, one of you from, oh, thank you. One of you was from India. You actually had filled out my email form, and that made my day, because I went home. I was like, oh my God, hey, honey, oh my God, my stuff's global. And so is yours. Your YouTube channel is global. Your YouTube channel is global. Think about that. Plus, YouTube doesn't cost you anything but your time. So that's amazing. And I don't get a commission, but I will tell you, a friend recommended to me that AI software for, it's called Opus. So you'll see that amongst a lot of my shorts, there was there was a ton of them that got thrown up in the past couple weeks. And so the cool thing about Opus is say, for example, you do a go live like this, right? It's going to make however, I'm on for 18 minutes now. I could stop now if I wanted to, right? So you can download any one of your YouTube files. Actually, you don't even need to download it. Here's the thing. You create the content on your YouTube. You can then just grab the link, and I'm telling you, try Opus. You'll love it. Then you take your link, you feed it to Opus, in one click, it will create a whole bunch of shorts with the captions, and then you can automatically post it on a calendar, and you could be off doing something somewhere else. But I can tell you that what I've loved with creating my YouTube channel so far is that it's been the go lives. It's hanging out with all of you. That's really, really it's been fantastic. It's been a learning. I love international travel. I like experiencing other people from other places. I like answering questions. And if you have any questions whatsoever and you hang out with me, whether it's like live when I'm in person or you come back to visit my channel, if you do have questions, drop them on the post. I will take the time to answer them. And then on my community tab, and you have a community tab too, just so you know, you can use your community tab for updates, to say hello, let people know what's going on in your life on YouTube. And it's very much like a Facebook wall. If you want to see where else I am on the internet, you can find me on Instagram at Amory Walts Official, or on Facebook, and I'm also on LinkedIn. I've been making content for over 20 years, and what I want to do, and that's also what my banner says, is like to help those of you that are serious about wanting to build income through creating content and using automation tools and AI. Hang out with me, because my last short that I posted was showing you my life, like the outside of it, just real quick, less than a minute, of who would you rather learn from? Would you rather learn from somebody that's been using AI and automation literally for decades, still is, and so having two businesses like a hair salon and the auto repair place, we use the stuff it is that I coach or share or talk about. And then the beauty of it is that you can either use what I use inside your existing business, or if you sign up, I can show you the what I'm going to call the $1 million blueprint, because I know that the things that I've used have helped our businesses get to truly $1 million. And that's with our core local businesses, not some like, I don't know. People can really throw up websites right now in the past, I say 5 years since COVID, and make themselves look like some digital guru. I'm not going to talk to you about MMR, monthly, yada, yada, recurring income. Who cares? Okay? Who cares? I'm getting a little salty. I'm getting a little bit of a fun attitude, because nobody cares about how much you make. Like, I don't think you really care how much I make. I think what you might really be interested in is how much you can make. So how about I try to help you see how much you can make? So, because it's a lot of fun to be able to have real discussions around the topics of money, because, man, there's like, that's a personal topic. Many of us have either been told, oh, you can't be a good person if you have money, or if you have lots of money, you must not be a nice person, all that stuff. Because let's face it, without getting off topic too much, we don't even get to pick our own names. Okay? You didn't get to pick your name. I don't think you did, unless you changed it. But a lot of beliefs that we are handed about money, life, and in general, they come from family traditions and previous mindsets. So I'm just going to share a little bit of personal with you. All right. I had a grandfather that he was good. He had a really good job. He was an artist. He worked at the same place 40 years. He understood stocks, bonds, all that grown-up stuff. And then the other side of my family, not so much. So there was this constant pull of like being raised within a family where if like the refrigerator broke, it wasn't a big deal, versus growing up, when I was growing up, we're lucky if there was food in the fridge. That's exhausting, my friends. And so I've lived on all sides of not having money because of somebody else's problems, to getting out on my own, just putting food on my own table, and then started reading and reading. And that's why, you know what? I love recommending a good book. Because if you don't know something, I can tell you, get a real book. Like, get a book. Go get a book. I would say try to teach yourself online. But here's the skewed side of the internet a little bit, just a little bit. The AI is great to use. I can help show you how to use it, how to have it enhance your business, how you can wind up like selling it. how to show you how to be the person on showing other people how to do it so that you can make an income out of it, and that's good. But I gotta tell you, if you are lacking something in your life, whether it's like wanting to feel better about yourself, pick up a book. So I personally, in my lifetime, when I was younger, I moved 23 times in 21 years. I went to 14 schools and 12 grades. Uh, my dad died when I was little. There was a lot of drama by the time between that happened and moving out. And I'm here to tell you that I want to see all of you that are following me that have YouTube channels turn them into your own platform. Turn your YouTube channels and your own socials into your own platforms. Each one of you are unique. Each one of you have a skill set. Each one of you, unless you're already independently wealthy and sitting on an island somewhere, I'd still want you to use your YouTube to share with other people how you got there, because I'm just at a really happy place, and I want you to all know that you're part of the reason why I'm happy, even though I've never met you. Okay? So, again, I'm Anne-Marie Walts. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. If you want to know more about the $1 Million Blueprint, then just head to my website. The information's down in the link, or it's in the link of the profile of my YouTube channel. And until we meet again, I just want to tell you, I think you're awesome. I really do.